Hi, welcome to Trading with TK, teaching you to turn ideas into money. We're at www.tradingwithtk.com, and today's Tuesday, July 15th. Well, the market started down in a scary sell-off, and after a couple hours, it found its footing, managed to put together a kickback rally. They got overbought. It got into resistance, which we'll take a look at in the final segment when we look at our major indexes. I'll show you exactly where they ran into trouble. And then they closed weak on the day. Most of the major indexes all made new lows on their charts, and we'll take a look at that. I wasn't really sure whether I wanted the market to continue down another 500 or 600 points and get it over with, or to have a kickback rally. I'm not really sure, but we continue to have these kickback rallies, so I guess it's a fair game. If you made a mistake and you want to get out, they give you that opportunity. The other funny thing that happened was Mr. Bernanke and Mr. Paulson are on Capitol Hill being drilled by the guys who were supposed to be overseeing the banking industry, and they're all screaming that it's the short sellers' fault that Bear Stearns went under, and the short sellers' fault that Fannie Mae's in trouble. And while they're discussing how they're going to try and save Fannie Mae continued to go down about another 20% as they were trying to figure out how they're going to save it. So even the market doesn't believe them. So anyway, the market continues to make lower lows. It almost looks like they're getting washed out. But I'm a technician, so we got to follow the trend, and the trend is still down. And until it changes, that's the way we're going to play it. But I do have an idea on the long side tomorrow. I think it's about time we start putting a few longs in with the mix, and I got something that looks pretty promising. So in just a moment, I'll show you my idea. It's AVR, and I'll show you the chart in just a moment, and I'll show you how we're going to take this idea and turn it into some money. Don't go away. I will be right back. Okay, we're looking at a daily bar chart of AVR. This is a call on the long side. We'll be looking to buy this stock tomorrow somewhere around $4.74. It's just about where it closed. Give or take a nickel or a dime. My target on the upside is $8.50 right up here. For those of you who want to use stop loss orders, my recommendation would be down here at $4.12 on a closing basis. Anything that closes below that, the whole picture looks like it will change, and we'll probably abort it. But I think this has got a good story, this picture here. Let me walk you through what I see. It's a little bit of a story. Okay, stock makes a new low, rallies back up right into resistance. I'll show you where that is. Right there, that resistance comes back, hits it, pulls back to this little support area, this little consolidation, holds up nicely, rallies, and actually breaks out because it makes a higher high for the first time over this high in a long time. Then it comes back down to retest the support area again, which is right here. This was the first time it bounced out of it, tested it, made a higher high, comes back down, retests it, and to me it looks like it has turned the corner here. So that's the whole history of it. I'm going to also show you that we have a ascending triangle being formed here. And you can see we've already gotten above this temporarily, and we're just backing and filling here. And I believe the next move will be up. And I believe we can get all the way up to $8.50. So let me recap this. This is AVR. This is a call on the long side. I think we can make $4 with some patience. Stock traded 700,000 shares today, so it's pretty liquid. Let's take a look at the stock we sold short this morning. WIND, W-I-N-D. Got this off at $10.46. It gapped down if you were watching it, and then it came back up It actually got up to about got up to about 1090, but I got short at 1046, closed at 1049. Pattern is still looking very, very promising. We have a little bit of a descending triangle there, and of course that's inside the main descending triangle, which is there. So we'll put that into our portfolio. Our target here is $8.60. We're looking to make about $2 in that trade. So that's it. You have my new idea for tomorrow and the one from yesterday. Now let's take a look at the major indexes. First, as always, the Dow. Made another lower low. It actually got within 120 points of my target of 10,700. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to be the bottom. I'm just saying we got pretty close to it today. All right, where we got resistance? Well, we've got resistance right here, the top of that day. Here's an hourly. I'll show you where they ran into trouble. This is where the sell-off ended. This is where they rallied. This is where I said they were getting overbought. Actually, I told you being overbought right in here. They pulled back. They tried it one more time, and then they sort of closed pretty sloppily. But this is the resistance area right in here. And you've got more on top of that. You've got more right here. Oops. Bear with me. We've got more here. And more here. So it's a pretty heavy looking picture. Back to the daily. That's the Dow. The Dow Jones Transportation, as thought 2 days ago, I thought they were going to break this low and make a new lower low, and they did. And this is my target on the downside in the transports. And the reason why I picked this as a target is this is the neckline of this reverse head and shoulders. That's the head, left shoulder, right shoulder. So it makes sense for that to be a support area. We'll see when it gets down there. And I do believe it's going to get there pretty shortly. Russell 2000. New low. Didn't close at a new low, but it broke the old low. We've got resistance right in here. I'll give you a look at the hourly on that too. There's our resistance. This is the rally we had off the low. Got overbought right into resistance and then put it in this reversal hour. So indicators coming in tomorrow morning is going to be dead neutral, so anything can happen. And when they're neutral, they don't really tell me much. Only when they're really oversold or really overbought do they speak a message. All right, that's the Russell. Now let's take a look at the QQQs. This is the top 100 NASDAQ stocks. Also made a lower low today. Just a down pattern. Everything is down. Take a look at the hourly chart here. This is the resistance area. This is where they ran into trouble, right in here. Like I said, my indicator is dead neutral coming in tomorrow, so I don't know what to tell you. My guess is they're going to break this low eventually and make a lower low. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or the next day, but that's what the charts say. Until they get through this resistance, this, and this, the market does not have a chance of putting together a rally. In the meantime, the banks are all down again today. Just about everyone that I looked at was down. Fannie Mae was down over 20%, I think, today, as they talked about trying to save it. So the market clearly does not believe anything that's coming out of Washington. Okay, until tomorrow, that's my view of the market. This is TK signing off.